Hi Aquarius, it's Jill and welcome to Tarot by the Sea. Okay, was partway through your reading and I accidentally stopped the video, so I'm going to carry on. So the first part will go up first and then the second part will go up. But I'm reshuffling cards, so it couldn't really have happened at a better time, to be honest. Right, I was going to do your second reading. There was a very specific message for some people, and now I'm going to do you another one. So I'm going to read it in the way some of the other signs have had two readings because they've been done in two specific ways, okay, two different ways. So I'm going to do the same with this one, so you get the same. And this is your reading from the 13th to the 23rd of February 2018. Sorry, the last reading for you was quite heavy. It was for a specific group of people, so hopefully this one will be different. Okay, so the first card you have come out is the Death card, so it's major change on the way. You have the Magician, so you are manifesting something, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. In the last reading that you had the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles come out in both decks. There's an opportunity for something new. There is a change. You are manifesting something which you had before with the Two of Pentacles. You have the Magician. You have all the resources in order to do it. You have the Ace of Pentacles, so you have the opportunity to do it. You may be walking away from something that's emotionally fulfilling for you, or has been emotionally fulfilling for you in the past but isn't anymore, because you have 8 cups that have spilt. There is no emotion left in them. There are actually 4 still standing. So what's 4 of Pentacles? It's something that you're not interested in. You're being offered an opportunity and you're walking away from it. So I think for some of you it's just like you're just no longer interested in pursuing whatever this was. And I don't think it's the Ace of Pentacles that you're walking away from. You have the Page of Swords. You may be walking away from a Page of Swords. You may be being very blunt about what you've got to say about it. Or you're being open communication with someone, which is very to the point. You have Temperance, which is about balance. Perhaps the passion's gone out of a relationship and you're walking away from it, but you're feeling quite emotional about it as well. It could be with a fire sign. You have the Emperor and you have the Ten of Swords. So yeah, maybe this Emperor. The Emperor's very controlling generally, okay? Or he can be, particularly in the reverse, but he can be quite controlling anyway. But maybe whoever this Emperor was is quite overburdening to you. Maybe you're kind of taking that Emperor energy of this is for the best, so regardless of how I feel about it, because the Emperor has to kind of make the right decisions for his entire empire. He kind of puts his emotions to the side to a certain extent and does what's best for everyone. So maybe you're feeling overburdened. Perhaps you're taking time out, either before you move on because it's under the Ace of Cups, or you're just taking time out. Perhaps you've got a lot. Perhaps there are messages that are coming in which are just not right and you want to respond but you're not responding to them. You're just like, okay, whatever. You have the Nine of Swords. So perhaps this is giving you sleepless nights. Perhaps these messages are really unpleasant and coming at night as well. Perhaps you're getting a lot of them and they're coming at night. And they're kind of keeping you awake, or they're worrying you even. We have the Three of Swords, so perhaps you're withdrawing from something. Perhaps it was a third-party relationship, potentially, or perhaps you're withdrawing from something that you really care about, or someone is. Because you have 3 swords there, 2 are fully invested in something which is the heart and the sun, so it's love and it's happiness, and maybe someone is withdrawing from this. Because perhaps they have the Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Four of Wands. In the last reading we were talking about someone who came in and basically took money. And perhaps they saw you as the Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity for financial abundance. And then they left. Then you have the Queen of Swords. So whoever this is, you're cutting this person off, I think, or they've cut you off. You've gone from the Ace of Swords to the Queen of Swords after these messages, I think. But then you can't make a decision about something. What can you not make a decision about? Or maybe there's no more messages coming in. And now you're just waiting for your ships to come in, to be honest. You're putting it behind you and you're taking the Ace of Wands and you're moving on. You have the Chariot and you have the Fool, so you're basically moving on to something. Perhaps there's been no movement and now there is movement and you're just ready to walk away. Or perhaps you can't move on and someone else has. And it seems really unfair to you. You're not manifesting it, and it could be this King of Wands who's moved on. Or you've got that in your chart. I think perhaps for some of you, you're basically taking that kind of fiery energy, but you're kind of making yourself the king with it. So it's kind of taking the emotion out of the situation, which would make sense because it's next to the Three of Swords. So you're taking the emotion out of the situation and you're using your head. And then that gives you the Ace of Swords, which is the Triumph card. Or you're speaking your truth with clarity. Perhaps to a soulmate. You have the Star and you have the Queen of Pentacles as well together. And perhaps this is what you're hoping for. Perhaps you're hoping for financial stability in this. And that just means that you need to focus on your work. And that's what's going to bring the change. And perhaps some of you are bound to the Queen of Cups as well. But you're moving on. Some of you are moving on to an Empress. This isn't going to resonate with everyone. And again, we have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the King of Pentacles. Right, I'm going to use some of these cards because it feels like the right time to do it. These cards feel really heavy today though. I don't know what's going on with you. You have renewal, you had that in your last one. Review the past and present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. The Queen of Cups is looking at the King of Pentacles, but the King of Pentacles is very definitely looking away from her. So perhaps you were the Queen of Pentacles and you were quite emotionally invested in this. Now the Queen of Cups is kind of looking, but the King of Pentacles is like all the emotions gone out of it. It's all logic now. It's all about kind of... Because the Queens are more nurturing than the Kings. And perhaps that kind of nurturing energy has gone. And now it's kind of more about the masculine energy and being a little bit colder, which is a little bit stereotypical. So if you're male and watching, I'm sorry, I don't mean that you guys aren't loving and caring and nurturing and all that kind of stuff. Be assertive, don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. It's the Seven of Spring. And again we have the Queen of Summer, who is the Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups fits in there somewhere. And perhaps this could be the person. You have the Ten of Autumn. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honouring family traditions. That's on top of the Working Hard card. It says, time to take action, be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. You had 2 Ace of Cups in the last reading. You have the Ten of Winter, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulder, the end of an addiction or codependency. I actually think at this point in the other reading, this is where it started to change as well. And you have the Ace of Winter, which is the Ace of Swords. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. I think you just had the Ace of Swords anyway. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. And then you have the Queen of Winter. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. I think perhaps for some of you, you're letting a relationship go and you're focusing on your career. You have the Two of Autumn. Again, you need to make this decision. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Now you have the Two of Autumn, which is the Two of Pentacles. So you need to make this decision. It says, bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs and unexpected talent for multitasking. Perhaps you're incredibly busy trying to get your career and everything else sorted out. And then you have life experience, which is let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. I think at this point you're actually shifting and things are getting more positive. Right, okay, I'm going to leave it there because you had a second reading anyway. Let me know if that resonates for you, and if it does, like, share, subscribe, and do comment. Let me know. Let me know what's going on for you. Okay, my darlings, and I will speak to you very, very soon. I hope all goes well. Keep your chin up because it sounds like there's going to be a shift kind of in the second week. Okay? All right, lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye.